That's right, guys. It's Skills here, and I'm back once again for like the 40th time, something like that. So before we get into today's video, a lot of you have been asking on Twitter, "Are you coming back for Gears 5?" I was kind of on the fence about it, but fuck it, let's go for it. Let's make some videos. Another big announcement as well. We managed to get the DVile channel back today. So the gang will be back uploading content during Gears 5 as well. I probably won't be as heavily involved in it as I was before. I've got a lot of stuff going on now in terms of work, so I'm doing quite well outside of YouTube now, so I'm not going to have the same amount of time as I did before. Also, I'd like to focus a wee bit more on my own channel, which is why we're doing this particular video today. If you don't want to listen to me rant on, feel free to skip forward a wee bit before we go to the main event in regards to this video. The guys will be uploading lots of videos when Gears 5 comes out. I'll be uploading videos here and there. Until then, we teaser videos, etc. I saw the two of these having way too much fun, and I kind of had to come back and get involved. I know they are both asking me to come back, so here I am, another content creator come back into the Gears of War universe. But yeah, guys, thank you for still watching. If you are watching this, if you're a new person and you've clicked this due to the clickbait as fuck title, watch this, and if you like what you see, you know what to fucking do. So yeah, the first video we're going to do in a long time is based off the Gears of War eSports. Now, if you are familiar of the Gears of War eSports, which is kind of hard not to be if you're a fan of Gears of War, since they fucking shove it down your fucking face non-stop. Optic is no longer a thing in regards to the Gears of War roster, so they've completely just been wiped. They kind of aren't renewing their contracts. They've released them, in fact, so there is no more Optic Gears. For a wee bit of kind of background in regards to the Gears of War roster, last game, so Gears of War 4, the one that's still out just now, they won, I believe, 17 out of 19. I might be wrong in the numbers, but they basically fucking wrecked everyone non-stop throughout all kind of competitions, apart from two where they didn't win. But they basically were just the dominant team, which is unreal in regards to Gears of War, but also just unreal in regards to gaming in general. So to put it in perspective, they're the real fucking deal. They know what they're doing. They have changed their rosters throughout the kind of 3 years, you know, here and there, taking one player and then thinking, nah, they shit, putting over there, picking another player up. But they've always had a few guys that have been the same. So Kenny Bounce, he's been the same, but there's been a lot of other people that have kind of been in and out. Mental and Kenny Bounce, I think they're the only two. I might be wrong again on that. I think they're the only two players that have kind of stayed as a core within the Optic roster. Obviously we've got Ashes as well, which is the manager or the coach, whatever you want to call him. So he's been there since day one as well. But yeah, basically the big massive Gears team, the most popular Gears of War team within the esports community, and they're also the most successful, so they're doing bits. So it might come at a bit of a surprise, the fact that Optic, again a massive organisation, have just thought, nah, fuck it. So recently Optic have changed ownerships. It used to be Optic Hex. He then kind of stepped down from his duties. I think he's a businessman, so he had other things he wanted to kind of look into in his career, which is fair enough. So I believe other people within Optic were then looking over it, and I was watching what's his name, Nadeshot's podcast, and he was talking to Hex about what's going on within Optic, and it looks like Hex was trying to get it back, but this other kind of team or this other person has outbid Hex at his own kind of old esports team, which is kind of bizarre, getting outbid to buy back your own kind of business. But there we go, it is a business, so these things can happen. So yeah, now it's been taken over by someone else. I don't know the exact guy's name or the firm's name, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like they've got different kind of morals and different ways they want to run things. So Hex is a very humble kind of guy, and very kind of family orientated and likes everyone being happy together, where it looks like these new guys are more just kind of business minded. That's just all it is 100% business from what I've gathered so far anyway. That's the kind of vibe Hex was kind of giving off when he was talking about them, and it looks like it's happening. So big massive shock, releasing Optic Gaming, the most successful esports team probably over all games in terms of how successful they are. Definitely in regards to what they're doing on the Gears of War universe, but yeah, they're doing absolute bits. They won't have any problem finding another team. I'm sure there'll be another massive org looking to pick them up. It's not going to be 100 Thieves anyway, so Nadeshot, who is the 100 Thieves owner, basically kind of slated Gears in a way, kind of just said there's not going to be much future for it. And I know a lot of Gears fans kind of did not like that. I'm not going to go into that too much. He didn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about. He still thinks Epic Games created the most recent Gears of War, and he also said Epic Games needs to release a new fucking game, even though they just came out with one of the biggest games for like the last 10 years. Hate to say it, but it was Fortnite, so I'm not really a massive fan of Fortnite. I know I'm probably going to get fucking fly kicked in the face for saying that, but it's just not me. I like more gory shit, so that so colourful crap can suck a dick. But yeah, it just sounded like he didn't know what he was really talking about. He had some good points, I get it. Like, it's hard to kind of keep pushing a game. If someone doesn't like a game, fair enough. But there was a lot of points he just was talking utter shit. So let's ignore that. Back to the Optic stuff. So I'm sure they'll have no problem finding a new team. They've got a massive support outside of Optic, just in general. Their kind of general fan base of that team as its own. So kind of the guys in the squad, they've got a good fan base, so they'll have no problem finding a new team. But it is bizarre. But that's the main reason they've got these new owners, who probably just saw there's not going to be much money within Gears, even though Gears pumps a lot of money into the eSport prizes and probably doesn't really get much in return. So their prize pool was what, like 2 million for Gears 4 or something like that. It was a massive prize pool, considering the kind of amount of views Gears gets. It doesn't get a massive amount of views, so it had a massive prize pool for not much in return. So I can see why Nadeshot wasn't really wanting to pick up a Gears team. He might pick up a team, you never know, might kind of backtrack, but I doubt it. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason I think that Optic's new owner has decided to drop Optic Gears, which is mad. It really is mad. Such a successful team, won multiple championships under the Optic name. Really nothing but positivity was coming through that Gears team, so it's going to be crazy to see what new team they fall under, but I'm sure they'll have no problems, as I keep saying. I know they'll deny they're a team before that as well. Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, they'll be doing bits, and I'm sure they'll continue to do bits into Gears 5. But yeah, guys, it's Skillsy here for good, possibly, maybe. We'll see how it goes. This will probably get about 5 views, and then I'll just be like, fuck this. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. As I say, we'll get some more Gears of War 5 kind of teaser videos and information videos coming up throughout the next few weeks. I can't even remember when the fucking game comes out. I'm not that clued up on the game at the moment, but we'll get back into it. I'll get back into the Gears universe. I've been kind of seeing bits and bobs on Twitter, but we'll get back into it, I promise, and we'll upload some sexy content for you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.